Okay, nice and sunny. Let's play some music. Oh, one sec. Let's check the Wi-Fi network. That's fine. Okay. Hello everyone. You're probably watching a replay with a beginning. I hope you're well. I'm gonna play some accordion today. I want to get through two things. One is how to memorize a song. Someone just wrote me about learning Pure Imagination and Super Mario Brothers. And Price is Right. And what's the other thing I want to talk about? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hello, everyone who's joining. Hello. I'm gonna speak a bit and I'm gonna play a bit. If you have any questions, let me know. Just write them out. Hi, hello, everyone. Hello. Yeah, I don't have any songs in mind. Actually, let me play Pure Imagination. A friend asked me. A friend is playing for an event and he'd like to play Pure Imagination. Here's how I would memorize it. I'm just gonna pause there because it's a beautiful sound, right? How I would go about memorizing a song? I think I've done some lessons about it. Sorry, I'm right in the sun. That's okay. How I would go about memorizing Pure Imagination is right hand first, line by line. Hello from Albania. Amazing, Mateo. Hello, and from Poland, from Cornwall and England. Hello. Yeah, how do I memorize a song? So right hand separate, learn the melody line by line, and then learn the left hand that accompanies it. Those are the basics. With sheet music, even easier. Without sheet music, for me, it's a bit easier. So with Pure Imagination, I would do look at the first three chords, which are F minor, B flat, E flat, and play them. See if you know where they are and what they sound like. Right? F minor, try it in a rhythm. Do do do, ba ba ba. Right? Do you know how to play it? Yes. Good. The right hand, do I know it? If you're reading the sheet music, great. If not, you're playing it by ear. And again, this person would have the sheet music for my website, so I would break that down into two things. One, do I know the first chord? Hello, Tennessee. There, those three, the first two lines, right? C, E flat, B flat. Do my fingers know how to play that? And then does my thumb know how to come under here to play the next line? And I would commit that to memory. So when that's committed to memory, put two hands together. Over and over and over again. Until you can play it with no mistake, and that's how you go about learning a song over and over again. Let me say hi to everyone, just because I see there's a lot of chat and people are saying where they're from. Yeah. Howdy from Tennessee. Awesome. Picking up my accordion again recently after about 12 years. Sweden. Hello, Mark. That's awesome. It's never too late to pick up the accordion after a break. Hello, everyone. So cool. Let me move a bit to the shade. Because that might be easier to see. I am here. My face isn't here. There we go. It's a beautiful sunny day here on Vancouver Island. It's a bit cold, but, you know, it's not bad. From Iceland. This is the most varied crowd I've ever seen, which is great. It's a very varied instrument. Hello, Houston, Texas. If you guys have requests or a question, I'm super happy to answer you. So my accordion, yeah, maybe a bit off topic, but some full-size accordion come without the diminished chord buttons, yeah. Gentleman who owned the store made the point asking, when do you ever use them anyway? Diminished chords. I don't use diminished chords. Hello from Netherlands. Diminished chords are these guys, right? So we have the key, major, minor, seventh, diminished. I did a lesson, it's on my channel, called Diminished Chords. If this is a C major, this is a C minor, this is a C diminished. I use diminished chords on my right hand to go from chord to another chord. Is that true? Hi, Wolf. When do I use one? When do I use diminished chord? Summertime. So it's a jazzy chord. It's a jazzy chord. Let's say I'm playing Summertime, right? Summertime. And the living is easy. Definitely when you play Piazzolla, for sure. I would say, yeah, it won't really be missed, right? It's not bad if it's not there. The songs that I play, I guess it depends on the music that you're playing. If you want to play jazz, if you want to play Astor Piazzolla's tangos, he does use diminished chords. It's on the piano, I use it as a transition chord. So again, Summertime is A minor. So A minor, B diminished, E major, A minor. So Summertime, B diminished, and the living is easy. You don't need it, but it's, for me, a transition chord. There's some other comments on my YouTube video about diminished chords. Someone who's more experienced in music theory explains when you would use diminished chords. And I think some people are speaking in the live chat about diminished chords. Hello, 17-year-old Norway accordionist. I use diminished when I play Piazzolla. It's not bad if they don't have them. They don't really be missed. For sure, it depends on what kind of music you're playing. Diminished chord in the right spot in a song can sound so beautiful. For sure, Scotia. Hello. Build up some mood as a passing chord, for sure. Great for suspense in a horror movie. Yeah. So there are uses for them. I would say it's a nice to have. If your primary colors are red, green, and blue, a diminished chord is somewhere in between them and lets you connect them. For sure, you could draw a picture with red, green, and blue, but wouldn't it be nice to have fuchsia or purple, right? And that's what the diminished chord is. Yeah. I don't use them on the piano. I for sure use them on the piano just because they're a bit easier for me to play. Good. Yeah, so anyways, I started off with the question of someone emailed me, and I'll reply to them. I just thought it'd be nice to discuss about, he's been asked to play at an event, and he has 3 songs that he wants to play, and he doesn't have them memorized. Pure Imagination, Super Mario Brothers, and The Price is Right. Super cool songs. I guess my first suggestion is to memorize them in a way so that you're not there and you're stuck with the sheet music, right? Wouldn't it be nice if someone plays like this, head up, versus reading off sheet music, and if the thing blows over, you're stuck. I would say have the sheet music as reference, but do enough work ahead of time to know the song by heart. So again, to memorize a song, have the sheet music handy maybe to learn it, learn the left hand separate, learn the right hand separate, and then bring them together. Yeah, so Pure Imagination. Memorize that. Memorize part A and then memorize part B. I had a hard time with part B. With If You Wanna View Paradise. Right, so when you come to part B, there's this big walk down from A flat to G minor. I would practice that over and over again. Anyway, if you have questions or song requests, let me know. I'll play a song. Because I'm in C minor, I'm going to play Strangers in Paradise, which I rarely play. I think what's beautiful about that song, other than the melody, is that walk down. This one, from the F to the D minor to the G minor. I listen to that all day. Oh, it's beautiful. Around the time I learned that, there was that song from Old Boy, the again, that minor 1 to a minor 5, D minor to A minor. Beautiful. Yeah, nice song. Yeah, how's everyone doing? Hello from Italy. Something from Piazzolla. Oh, man. So whenever someone asks for Astor Piazzolla, it's the one song that I'm terrified of playing. I don't... So, two songs that I'm afraid of playing. I'm afraid of playing the Amelie theme song and Astor Piazzolla's Libertango. It's the only Piazzolla song that I know, and the reason I'm afraid of both of those is both Jan Tiersen and Piazzolla do these... they do the melody, which is really clear, but underneath them, they play these... It'd be nice to play if that's all I had to do, play the melody. But he does the... Right? So he plays a melody and some triads underneath. And the same thing with Jan Tiersen. The song starts off simply enough, but he does the... And so I just don't play them because usually when I get to that part, because I don't practice enough, I always stumble along. So I'll try and maybe play Piazzolla, but I'm going to answer someone else's question first. I'm going to avoid that request for a little bit. It takes 4 months to learn Libertango, for sure. I'm learning the chicken dance, but it sounds kind of stale. You have any ideas to spice up a song? Yes. Let me answer that question first. Oh, and the Amelie song, yeah. I'll answer two parts. So, chicken dance. Let's speak about spicing songs up. Usually, so when people sign up for my website, I tell them, please send me a sample of your playing, any song that you're working on, and I'll give you examples. And a lot of you send me music, and you're playing the song well. You're playing it really nicely. So chicken dance, I'm giving the example. 85% of players play it like this. So right, totally perfect. You call it stale. It's flat, and that's okay. And you might speed it up a bit. The thing I tell people to practice is to practice your dynamics, and dynamics is going from dynamics is using colors. Right now, the song is black and white. How do we introduce pops of red? How do we introduce some gray in there? And so, where you want to get to is, so the things that I'm hearing there are pauses in the music. That's a big one. A lot of the time when we play, we're tense when we learn a song, and so we just keep at it. And so a chicken dance, the first example is, and it sounds like someone who is speaking like this without any pauses, even in a period. He keeps going. Wouldn't it be nice to pause after a period? So that's usually my first suggestion, is see if you can pause the left hand in a song, right? So my left hand's not playing there. Do you do that in your playing? Right? That's when you start. So right where I lift my hand up, it's really obvious I'm not playing. So that's something. The other thing is to make your melody clear. And how do we make melody clear? Let's see, especially in the chicken dance, it requires some staccato playing. So it's not someone with a rice bag over their back going really slow. It's someone who's springy and bright. So it's not. It's. Right? So I would practice the entire melody and see if you can make it staccato. Right? And then in the second part, that's when you bring in your legato. That's when you connect the notes of the melody. I would work on those things, but again, feel free. I think it's Michelle. Michelle, sorry, I'm mispronouncing your name. Yeah, Michelle. Send me a video of you playing chicken dance, ronan@accordionlove.com, and I'll send you a video reply. Just upload a video to YouTube or even a sound sample, and I'll give you feedback about essentially making the song, adding dynamics to the song. That goes for anyone. If you'd like some feedback, totally private, I won't share it. Just send me a sample of your playing or an audio sample. Oh, Corsica. Hello, Ruth. The other song about Piazzolla, I'll answer that too. And the Amélie song, 4 Months to Libertango, I think on Tears in, La Noyer, beautiful. Do you like to sing and play at the same time? I would like to sing better while playing the accordion. Yes, MG. Someone just asked me that on... So I'm going to do a pitch on accordionlove.com, my website. There are 2 lessons right now about accompanying your playing with voice. One of them's a Christmas carol lesson, because playing Christmas carols, carrying around the accordion and singing Christmas songs. The other one is just called accompanying your accordion with your voice. I love to sing and play. The first thing I do when I want to sing and play is I pick up a guitar or the piano. If I'm with the accordion, which is at the beach, at a campfire. I'll either bring a ukulele, but if I have the accordion, the idea is, and sorry, I'm going to summarize those lessons, um, is you want to let your voice shine. Or if someone else is singing, you want to let their voice shine. So if we're singing a song, Summertime, to play Summertime, my accordion is singing. Right, summertime. If I'm singing Summertime, I'm providing my voice is shining, and the accordion is providing the backing track. That means chords and pads. The left hand is just doing summertime, and the living is easy. My right hand can complement that. Pads, it's holding down the chords that the left hand is doing. Depends on the song, right? So, summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. There's that diminished chord we were speaking about earlier. So, that's a summarized version. I love singing and playing. I'm not a singer, but I enjoy doing it. And the accordion accompanies my voice. My voice isn't accompanying the accordion, it's the accordion that's supporting my voice up. If someone knows how to sing, it's a lot easier because their voice is dominant, right? Doesn't have to struggle like I am. And then it's a lot easier to accompany and do creative things. Usually I'm not trying to compete with them. So if someone's singing, I wouldn't do the melody, but I would maybe do a harmony, like summertime. Instead of the melody. But yeah, take a look at those lessons. They're up on accordionlove.com. It's a free trial, so you could sign up, look at the lessons, and cancel if you'd like. Yeah, there was a question whether I do take my accordion to the beach. Yes, and it's horrible for the accordion. Not this one, but I used to take my accordion to the beach, and I had a dedicated beach accordion that had sand in it, and it would rattle. I don't suggest it, but what else are you going to do at the beach, right? You sometimes need musical instruments, and it's easy to carry an accordion. But again, my first suggestion is if you play guitar or ukulele, I find strings to be nicer for music. The accordion can be a bit harsh. You need to be a better singer to be able to sing with the accordion. Yeah, I'll practice the tips. Awesome, Michelle. Do you like to sing and play? Yeah. So all the discussion before about Jan Tiersen. And sorry, I hope you're finding this useful. I find these sessions, I really like answering your questions. I can also play. I just really like answering your questions. It's so rare to speak about accordion. So Jan Tiersen. I would say there are 2 or 3 levels of playing a song. You can play a song where it's just a melody, right? Like and you keep going. And then that's level 1. And then there's level 2 where you're introducing maybe some harmonies and dynamics. Right? And then level 3 is where there's a melody and things underneath the melody. So the melody is always up here. And level 3 requires a lot of practice. Same thing with us with Libertango. Libertango level 1 is level 2 would be, I'm gonna screw it up. Introducing some more fingers. Level 3 would be, level 3 I can't do off the cuff. I could do level 1 and 2 off the cuff being without much practice. I think you need to practice a lot for level 3. Whether it's Jan Tiersen, whether it's Libertango, or really any song, right? Like Summer Over the Rainbow. Level 1. Level 2, introduce some more fingers. Level 3 is a melody up top and other fingers ornamenting it below it. So yeah, that was my answer to back then. Can you play Libertango or a Piazzolla piece? Yes, but I don't feel comfortable doing it just because my natural desire is to want to go to level 3, and that's my limitation. How do I find balance? How do you balance finding time to practice and also doing things in your life? This is the big question, right? Hello, Rachel. Yeah, I don't have an answer to practice and finding balance in my life. I was speaking to my wife yesterday. I have an Instagram account, Accordion Love Music. Sorry. I'll speak. It's hard for me to gather my thoughts and then speak. So I don't do a good job of practicing and doing other things in my life. I think everyone has 14 things on their list. We need to wake up. Sometimes we need to be a good partner, a good father, or parent, or an aunt or uncle. You want to fulfill your own things in your life. You need to do your work. You want to get better at language or cooking or music or dance. And balancing things, right? I guess I play music every day, but I don't practice. So how do you find balance? I play as much as I can when my kids aren't home and when other things in life don't require me. So I play when my tea is boiling, when I'm making coffee and waiting for it to cool down. Essentially, in between breaks from work, I'll play music. I'm lucky that I get to work from home. Otherwise, on weekends like this, where the kids are busy and my wife is doing something and I'm not needed, I get to play. So it's finding little chunks of time. I think maybe other people can answer how they do it. I think dedicating time to doing it is great. Liking what you want to do is really good. I'd love to learn Spanish. I'm probably not going to do it though. Even if I put in my calendar every day for 15 minutes, I'm going to find other things to do just because it's not something that I love to do, right? I'd like to do that, but other things that I love to do, like sitting down and messing around with instruments. So make it easy to do the things that you want to do. If it requires leaving the house and going to the swimming pool, for example, if what you want to do is swim, it's going to be harder to do than if you had a swimming pool at home and you had your bathing suit already ready. Yeah, but I shouldn't speak about finding life balance because I don't think I'm great at it. Where are you from? Because I see there's day on background. Yeah, this is Vancouver Island in British Columbia, Canada. I don't know The Summer Knows by Michael Legrand Meal. J. Carew, other people may have better answers about finding time to practice and doing things in your life. Yeah, so the level 3 playing in sheet music, I find sheet music really helps there, but even level 2, you don't need sheet music to know the harmony, right? You could fake level 3. I could fake level 3 with let me get say that I can do it and I can't. Right, so it's a fake level 3. I'm playing the melody and moving my fingers around, not like in the song though. I agree that if you want to play the exact way that Jan Tiersen wrote it, you need to practice, and the sheet music really helps. But in the end, at least for me, it's understanding the shapes of what's happening. So I understand. It's practicing that over and over again. And part of practicing that means doing. Right? It's practicing those fingering. It's breaking it down, not based on sheet music, but understanding the repetition behind it. Like how is it made? That really helps me. I'm having a problem with a song where there are some chords that don't exist in the bass. I saw some videos where the person builds them, for an example, a C and a chord from an F major. I don't know if I explained well. Yeah, Renato. So that happens with me too. Let's say Libertango. There's some chords where it's not a straightforward. If you have Renato, if you have the example, let me know and we could try building it out together. Sometimes there are chords where it's not the straight this in the minor, or this in the major. Sometimes you have the example in Libertango is F sharp major over a B minor, or F sharp over a D major or minor. And so you oftentimes have to use the top row, which is 3 more than what this note is. So if this is a C, this is going to be an E, and maybe it's an E over a C7. Or an E, in Libertango we do we do a G over an E minor, G over an A minor, we do an F sharp over a D7, and an F sharp over a D7 is this, right? So it's easy to do on a piano, for example, a bass line that walks down, an A minor, walk down with a G over an A minor, F sharp, B diminished, E, right? That's what you do with a left hand, except you gotta do it as da-da-da, right? So that, da-da-da-da, and then that, and then a B, which is 3 more than a G, da. What do we do? A B diminished is B over D minor, da, right? Da-da-da-da-da. And that requires practice. When I was working on recording Libertango, it was just moving from that to that over and over. Ba-da-da-da. So ba-da-ba-ba. Da-da-da-da. G over D minor. Oh, G over B over D minor. Da, I don't know if that answers your questions, Renato, but yes, you can use the accordion's left hand to build chords that aren't straight, like a G major or G minor, but it requires knowledge of what to do. And you could use the Stradella bass system chart on Wikipedia that shows you what each chord is made of, and kind of play with that. There's a B on the cell phone. I'll play a song. Let's play a Rainbow Connection, because it's beautiful. C major. And by the way, I guess if you're listening, let's try, I'll play level 1 to level 2. Maybe I'll try a level 3. See if you could see as that switches. I'll try and say when I switched from level 1 to level 2. Level 1 is single
3-fingered melody. Level 2 is 2 fingers on the melody. Level 3 is 3 fingers with something supporting the melody on top. Yeah, that level 1, level 2, level 3, I remember David Gilmour, the guitarist from Pink Floyd, they were writing about how he writes solos, and he's not a fast guitarist. And he doesn't do complicated things, but the melody lines that he writes are epic and beautiful. Versus someone like Van Halen or anyone from the 80s hair bands, where they're doing these super fast, Steve Vai and Joe Satriani, and people that are uber Yngwie Malmsteen, is that his name? Who play super duper fast. I think it's just different levels of playing. You could consider David Gilmour, who's one of the best guitarists ever, to be a level 1 guitar, because he plays 1 or 2 notes max at a time, compared to some other guitarists that would be considered level 3 or 4. But I wouldn't say that the aspiration, let's say my aspiration is not to play at a level 3 accordion. It's nice to do, but I'm really comfortable at a level 2. I was trying to play level 3 there for Rainbow Connection, and I don't have the skill, and I don't know if it makes the song any prettier. I think it's nice to be able to do that, but yeah, it's nice to play a Libertango. I would concentrate on really making that melody shine with 1 or 2 fingers, right? How do we make that melody sing? How do we make that note full without having to do too much as... I agree that it adds to it. I would say it's not necessary. Maybe I'm speaking to myself more. Like, hey, Ronan, don't worry about playing too fast or too complicated. Worry about making what you're saying be heard nicely. Yeah, so Gil, improvising simple chords. The deep end of the pool, just like go to the side of the pool. Yeah. So chords... get a remaining knowledge of what chords work with other chords or notes within chords. Should I memorize practice circle of fifths or something similar? Yeah, there's let me read that so I can answer the question. I'll just ramble. What chords work with other chords? That's question one. Notes within chords. So, chords that work with other chords. I did a series on, what's it called? Given a chord, C major, there are 4 or 5 chords that can connect to that chord and they sound beautiful. Sound beautiful means that they are used in popular music. A C major, if we call that the 1 chord, it connects really well to the 5 chord and the 4 chord and the minor 6th chord. That's all you need to remember to write music. What does that sound like? And again, I have a series on my YouTube channel called, if someone knows the name, you could write it. But it's if you do a search for a 1 chord. So 1 to 5 sounds like this. C major to G major. To 4 to 1. Right? Or a 1 to 4 to 5 sounds like this. To 5 to 1. Let's come up with some songs. Majority of popular songs revolve around the 1, 5, 4, and 1. And sometimes the minor 6th. Like I heard there was a secret chord. It's 1 to minor 6 that David played and it pleased the Lord. To the 4, but you don't really. G. 5. Care for music, do ya? Right? Or Ring of Fire. Love is a burning thing. It's a 1 to a 4, and it makes a fiery ring. 5. I fell into a burning ring of fire. That's 1, 5, 4. Anyway, to answer your question, what chords go well together with other chords? There is theory behind that. And if you want to learn that, that's a step towards becoming a songwriter or understanding songs without having to rely on sheet music. Same thing with minor chords. To improvise over notes, the notes that sound good in a chord are typically the notes that make up the chord. There is theory behind scales behind chords, and I think knowing how to move your hand, right? A simple scale going up and down. That was incorrect. And knowing how a chord is made up. So a chord is made up of 3 notes. C major is C, E, and G. And you can move that around to an E, G, and C. And then a G, C, and E. Right? So knowing how to move that up and down together like I just did, or broken, will help you in your improvisation. So in a song like, again, Jan Tiersen, Valstameli, right? It's D minor to A minor. Those are the chords. D minor, right? When I improvise, the notes that sound good are part of those notes, are part of those chords. So D minor looks like this. A minor looks like this. Those 3 notes that I'm playing are notes of the D minor. So when I improvise, I use those chords broken apart, like D and the F and the A. D minor, D minor, A minor, A minor. And then it's coming up, sorry, that goes from level 1 to level 5. So understanding how chords are made, and then practicing your triads and our arpeggios, right? building up speed will help you improvise. So in a song like the Chicken Dance or any song that you play, you'll be able to improvise over those chords. That's simple improvisation with just playing the notes of the chord. And eventually you get to some connecting notes. Like when we play Valse d'Amélie, D minor to A minor, it's okay to include some other notes that help them connect and that sound nice to the ear. That's a really quick summary. I have lessons on my website, accordionlove.com, that shows you how to make chords and how to practice. It might actually be for free on my YouTube channel, the 15 minutes of accordion practice. Let's see what people are writing. What's the best romantic song on accordion? People, please answer in the live chat what you think your favorite romantic accordion song. It's whatever romantic accordion songs. Depends who you're playing it to, right? I think that makes it the most romantic. Hello, Guy! More in the near future. Always appreciate your suggestions. Awesome. Which song do you like to play the most? Can you please play it? Yes, Maya. So romantic songs. I've had girlfriends in the past, and my most romantic songs were songs that were important to us at the time. Girlfriends and just family, right? I remember playing a song for my parents that they used to sing for me as a kid. And that was romantic in a way, right? To play it for them. So playing a song either for myself or for someone that feels beautiful is really nice. The first song that I played on the accordion was for a girl, and it was Howl's Moving Castle, right? Anyway, it's a beautiful song. Valse d'Amélie was always beautiful and romantic just because the movie is so romantic, right? La Vie en Rose I played for my friend's wedding. The clarinetist as they walk down the aisle. I've played the Rainbow Connection as people walk down the aisle. Yeah, those songs are always tied to being romantic. But whatever song's romantic in your mind, I think if a song has a backstory of love or of loss, then it could be romantic. My favorite song to play, I like starting off with Viva Dry. I don't know the national anthem of the Netherlands. That's a question for Jackson Parodi, if that's how he pronounces his name. He knows all the national anthems. I'll play Viva Dry just because it's beautiful. is really impressive. I love putting in this accordion has the super bass, right? It has a bass that doesn't involve the and then it has the and I love doing that in Viva Dry, especially when it really kicks in. Yeah. Let me see. I'm gonna go in a few minutes. Ian Jackson's last name is Parodi. Yeah, Luxon Jackson. Yeah, good. Hello from Italy. Hello. I have an Instagram account called Accordion Love Music. The question earlier about how do I balance my life with practice, I'm gonna start to post this week to that Instagram account little videos, just because I do play multiple times a day, little bits of music, and that's my practice. I just had a song stuck in my head last week. It was Portishead's The Rip, and I played it on the melodica and the piano and the organ and the accordion and the ukulele and guitar, obviously. And so I thought I need to document those little bits of music that don't require a full YouTube video and that don't require a full live cast. Little snippets of video I'll start posting to my Instagram account. Yeah. Anyways, thank you everyone for coming out and asking your wonderful questions. I hope you're well. I hope you're enjoying your Sunday. And yeah, accordionlove.com is my website where you could have sheet music and lessons for every song that I've played today. Free 3-day trial. Accordion Love Music is my Instagram, which will start getting populated this week. Thank you. I hope you're well. Bye-bye.